Right, so hello everybody. Right, let's have a look, and I'll change the title. So this is the BR, TPO, and tutorial. So this is the GWR Saint. So the GWR Saint's been out for a little while now, and as well as having the Great Western, is there a light engine one in here? Somewhere down here. So as well as having the the green one, of which this is one of the ones that comes. It comes with a number of different ones. You've also now got in a marketplace pack this new one that's just come out, which is that one. So that's blacklight engine, and then you've got BR green, which for my case doesn't seem to be showing up very well. Oh, I'm not sure why that's not showing up very well. Black is certainly working okay. Oh, I'm not sure what I've done wrong there. I'll talk to Pete after the thing. Oh, I'll turn the CPTS commands off. Yes. There you go. I did do a tutorial on it, but it didn't work, Revarnis, so I didn't upload it to YouTube, so I thought I would do it again, because I realised what I'd done wrong. I was a plum. Right, so what we'll do is, in the passenger station here, let's get the black frame loco, put that on there, and what I'm going to do is go down to the GW, not the GWR ones. So we've got the BR sorting coach, BR blue grey, in red and maroon. You've got the sorting coach. No, I don't know what the consist is. We'll go and find that out in a minute. We've got the red one, and we've got the blue one. So that's effectively the coaches. That's the BR versions of the coaches. Right, so let's put them out of the way. Now what I need to do is get a consist so I can remind myself what the consist actually looks like. So this is the original Saint. Okay, so it's that way around. So in that case, over to the BR ones. We want the sorting coach. We want to do blue, do we? You really want to do blue? Let's do maroon. And then we do the thingbob coach, that one. Then we need some other coaches behind it. Falmouth ones are in Western Region, I don't think. Chocolate, crimson. Hang on a second, folks. I can fix this. Dum-dum-dum-dum. Swing over to... where is he? Keith M. Ross. Port Road. Right. Let's try that. That should give me some kicking coaches now. PR. Mark 1. Maroon. So let's put a first maroon in. Another... and then we'll do a mini buffet. And then we'll do... This is a completely nonsense consist. A couple of the seconds. And we'll stick a BSK on the end. And we've got the driver on there already, so I don't need to do that. Let's give him some instructions. So we'll get him to drive round that way to here. and stop at Bayfield. Okay. And we'll put a final destination marker in for Bayfield. Platform. No, that's Backton platform, you twit. Bayfield platform. Oh, that's Bayfield Coastline. Click on the right thing. Thank you. Right, there we go. Does the BRTPO work with non-Saint locos as default? No, because the loco is what actually drives the whole thing and sending messages back to the loco is actually the one in real control over everything here. You want to make the loco 2999, do you? Right, when we run it, that'll change. Okay, now, how do we actually make this work? So the first thing I'm going to do is just make a consist up with this, which you can do... Wow, how long has it been since I've done this? So there. I make a consist, and I'm going to call that my BR TPO. So now over here, I can find... probably under B, strangely enough. BRTPO, so if I do that I can create another one of these consists. Except for the fact it's missing half of the train. Because it's not coupled up. Yeah, twit. Turns out, news at 10, game does exactly what you ask it to. Let's make that again, and we'll call that Matt's BRTPO. You want jam and custard, coaches? Do you want Pendennis Castle? Right, okay, so now if I look under M, Matt's BRTPO, there it is. So now you can use that. We can use that in a minute for sizing and so forth. Train Lover, do you want this to go on a workshop? If it wants to go on workshop, it'll need a HST put in it somewhere, so we'll have to fix that in a minute. Right. So, what we need to do is, I'm going to follow the instructions now. Add the stuff in, that's all good, it's all numbered. So the manual is really good. Do what the manual says, the manual is excellent. Right, I'm just reading what it says here. Under the miscellaneous tab, there are 6 items rated. So under here, these are all the items that you're interested in. So decide where you're going to place your TPO apparatus. So we're going to come belting along here. What I don't want to do is make it to where I have to go too fast. But let's put our apparatus here, shall we? Select the GWR TPO apparatus track linked. Right, and then we have to place 4. So 0 and 1 should be placed before the apparatus. So 0, 1, 2, and 3. And then we can move and refine the positioning of this so that it's in the right place. Right, the links must all be facing in the right direction. They are. So there's 0, 1, there's 2, there's 3. If you get one of them in the wrong direction for any reason, then if you press and if I click and drag, you can move it. And if you press the shift key, it'll flick it round the other way. If you release the shift key, it'll flick it back again. So that's how you can change those if they are the wrong way. What route is this? This is Railway Roundabout by Hey Joe. It's a Steam Workshop route. Right, so now, having got this, I now need to just balance, align this up a little bit. I'll switch it to rotate, line that back up a little bit better. So now we're aligned in roughly the right place. Possibly move it left a wee dram. That'll do. It's close enough. And then move it up a little bit. There you go. Alright, at this point it's a good idea to set the number of mailbags. This is what I got wrong. I didn't do this at all. when you double click on this, you can set something in here. So this is how many mailbags to drop off. So 4. How many mailbags to pick up? 3. Right, that's now controlled what will actually happen in that apparatus. So we are good. What you can do also is if you don't want any drop offs, so you can put a hyphen in there. But you have to put something in there. Okay, moving along. So one of the marker boards should be placed 200 yards before the apparatus location. So we can use the measuring tool to give us a rough idea of where that is. So let's go in that direction. So before the apparatus. So if you look down the bottom of the screen, it says measurement. And around about there is about 200. So around about that telegraph pole is going to be close enough. So around about this telegraph pole, let's do the warning board. And make sure it's outside the gauge. But ignore the fact that it's in the fence, shall we? That doesn't really happen. It's not really like that at all. Okay, so let's put the warning board in. So now, link 0, which has no number of it, tells the coach inside that the coach tells the coach that the apparatus is approaching and to open the doors. This was normally done a minute or so before reaching the apparatus. And we need to place link 1 just after the 200-yard marker. So we'll do link 0. So this is where we get hold of this and get hold of link 0. And we just drag it down the track, kicking and screaming. There's the marker. And we'll put it... I'm just picking a random... You know roughly how fast the train you expect it to go. So you can pick roughly where would be the right time for the doors to open. And then around about here is about where the marker is. Right, now place the markers after the apparatus. So I'm not looking at chat, so if anyone's got any questions, do shout. Rubku, welcome, sir. Thank you for the host, much appreciated. And welcome to the Dutch group that are joining. Now, what we need is an exact duplicate of the train. So what we do here is I'm going to move these two back out of the way here so I can still access them easily. And then we're going to go and get that train consist that I did. Now what I care about is just the front bit of the consist. So if we just place the train, and all I really want is the bit with the I don't need the coaches after it. It's this apparatus that I need. The other trick, by the way, is if you shift and click, you can select the whole consist. We have to remember to continue shift clicking, otherwise it loses it. Right, let's move that back and we line that up. So you notice that it's now lining up roughly with that. If I shift click and move it, you see that has to line up there. So let's line that up. That's not bad, that'll do. Now, I need to move. Link 2 has to be at the buffers. I can't get to link 2 now. GG me. Thought I was being all clever. Where's link 2 gone? Link 2 is that one. Let's put that at the buffers. About there. And then link 3 is a short distance, about 50 meters afterwards. So let's get rid of the train, because we don't need the train anymore. It's done its positioning job. And let's find. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Undo. Yay, good. Get a bit closer to that. Pick up the right thing. Alright, that's probably about 50 meters. Let's just measure it. What's that? 32. That's about 50 there. So after that telegraph pole. Somewhere like that is around 50 meters. So there you go. We've placed all the markers. This train runs on the Riviera line. Yeah, it's a Western Region train, so it would appear on the on there. Yeah, thank God for the undo button. Yeah, really. Okay, at this point, I am going to click the save button. Right, okay, so we've got the TPO apparatus in, we've levelled and lined it all up, we've put the 4 markers in, and all we now need to do is drive the loco over it. We've got the scenario ready to run, so what I'm going to do is tell it to run, but we're going to come out and go back in again. Oh, I didn't tell it that it was a player train. Oh! So the TPO system won't work. Oh, I forgot with the line side hut, did I? I don't know if the line side hut is mandatory because I'm using the marker. Because you can put the line side hut in all the marker. Because the line side hut effectively is a marker. The hut or the warning board should be placed just in advance of the apparatus to show its position. Oh, okay, so we need it just in advance of the apparatus. Okay, let's fix this first. So let's double click that and say it's player. So we go round here. And let's put the hut in. Hit the hut. There you go. We've got a hut now. And we've got a train. So in theory, all is good. So we'll come out here and hit replay. And then we'll try driving it and see what happens. Right, advanced mode is on. Put that on there. Open that to there. J to open the brakes. Maybe not. This one. Looks lovely. I'll tell you what, I like my GWR locos in green, but this does look a treat. It's a fictional route, so it doesn't know anything. So we need to be doing above 15 miles an hour and below 70 miles an hour. We're in a 30 limit now. So if we now hit the passenger view, for some reason the brakes have gone on. Is it AWS? No. Why have the brakes gone on? Silly thing. That's not going to help. As long as we're doing more than 15. Doors have opened, look. Parcel bags are out. Not quite sure what that noise is. Oh, TSL bot is on. Is that what it is? Thanks, folks. That's it. And that picked up the mail and dropped off the mail. There's the doors off. I hate you all. I hate you all. You couldn't just let it go, could you? Right. There you go, folks. That's it. That's the tutorial. There you go. That was it. So you got the mail system in and working, and that was the that was it working. Unlike the last time I did it, where it didn't actually work. I've shut the bot down now. All of you people who are trying to make it fail. Let's just run it to the next station, just so that we can enjoy this new Saint from Victory Works. Look at that. You have to drive the train while the chat tries to wreck it. Yeah. I have enough trouble, thanks. There is a straight frame in here as well, GWR, but I'm using the curved frame and you're the one who asked for the thing to be 2999. You can set anything to 2999. GWR, you only have 0 and 100%, no in between. Oh, that's interesting. On the throttle, is that? Trolled by my viewers. Well, I guess I should expect that, really. Someone asked how I move around. Go into 8, if in this case 8 camera, then press the shift key and you can fly around. And if you go up, you can go really fast. Once you're above a certain height, the camera will move a lot quicker. We troll you out of brotherly love. Yeah, there is a straight frame and a curved frame. The same as straight and curved frames on the other one, on the green ones as well. I'll just show you again before we leave. Appears to have stopped making sound though. There was a Control Shift 9 cam gave chase cam. I'm not sure what you mean by Trabant Deluxe. I can't remember what the Control Shift 9 cam was. Do I have custom code for the Saint other than the loco brake for the throttle? I don't think so. Let's have a look. You need to hold the E key to move the cutoff. Yeah, that's fine. And that's the regulator. So yeah, the only custom code I've got in there is just the standard handling for the regulator. In fact, in my system there's no custom code at all because the regulator is a normal handling for the regulator. That's a sharp corner. Hey, Danderman. Hit shift 9. It doesn't do anything on this one. This one is slightly different. What you do to balance the brakes out is you use this, so that should be up. And then you just set that up. Oh, we've got sounds again. We've got 1.5 miles to Bayfield. So yeah, you balance it up by using the controls inside, so you'll see we're actually in running. Because you've got 3 brake controls. Hit the 9 key. That's the map, isn't it? This is Railway Roundabout. It's a pretty cool route actually. We started there and we've driven all the way around here. How to turn the camera around in free camera. You can just right click, hold the right mouse button down and move the mouse around. I'll show you in a minute. Passenger view. Well, this is the Mark 1, so let me wait until I'm out of the tunnel because the tunnel's quite close in and the Mark 1 has an exterior passenger view. I added this. These are the Mark 1s from Western Lines of Scotland. Oh no, that's sorry, this passenger view. That's the part 1 passenger view, and that's the one I added. But yeah, if you're on 8 view, right click and hold the mouse down to move the camera and use the mouse wheel to zoom in and out. It's a very nice route this, it really is, and it runs really really well because it uses the like Somerset and Dorset style assets. Which might not be the latest and greatest, but you know what? It works well. Hojo's done a good job. Ben, of course you can make a low request. Just send me it in your whisper. Wait for that to stop. But before it finishes, I'm just going to hit Control E and go back to the editor because I just want to show you again the locos. So I'll do them over here, out of the way. So you have got the BR Saint curved frame, and you've got the square frame. There's your lever reverser. So I guess you probably want that to say 2999, don't you? And then you got your tender to go behind. Because they've all got a tender behind. Where are the tenders over here? Oh, there they are. Wrong one. Got riveted tender, as in one that's really interested, and a smooth one. There you go. Riveted. Smooth, which I presume is a slightly more modern build. So if I now run that again, and then we run over to where those locos are. Here we are. Lady of Legend 2999. Square frames. And the and that. Now, if we were going to upload this to Steam Workshop, so we want to change the loco over, we could do that. Let's just mess about just for a minute before we get moving. We've got time. Change to that. We need to get our 5029 approved Lady of Legend. We need to bring it up close to there to make our lives easy. Drag those instructions onto there, and then get rid of that and that. Move that over there. Let's swap the loco for the right one. Everything else is fine because it's the same dimension, so we don't have to change anything. Right, that's done that. Now the other thing that we need to do is over here. Dum-de-dum, where is that station? Where have you gone, station? Here it is. In here, we need where is it? One of them. And we'll give him some simple instructions to go and that is... Oh, that's service 2. That's not where I want to go. Oh, so that's all the way around there. That was Ashy. That's not where I want to put it. It would do, actually, wouldn't it? Let's do that. Except it's single track. Boo. I'm tempted to just leave it there then. Except that would make the scenario not work. It's too long. What can we do? I know what we can do. I know what we could do. Change the plan. Just put it sitting there. It doesn't need to go anywhere. As you come round here, you'll see the HST waiting for you over there. Excellent. HST for the win. And I think just because I'm feeling slightly bonkers, we need to have the where is it? Dun, 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 dun. Everyone's probably just saying, "Oh, get on with it." That's not what I wanted. Yeah, firsts. We'll put a Hornby HST in there. There you go. There you go. A Hornby HST and one waiting for you. I think that'll do. That's zany enough. We need to go into here. We need to put trigger message. And in here I'm going to say... editor's trolling me now. Okay. There you go. Let's put that in there. You wonder what Hey Joe will think of this. Probably not a lot. Right, so we've got a message, and when we get to the end, I want to cry now. You know what? I'm assuming the game feels that was just being a little bit too silly, and has decided that crashing would be the only appropriate way forward for such silliness. So it's time to get on with the next scenario. I might upload that and I'll do that again and upload it later on.